So we are off to the zoo today. That's if everything goes well with the bus. Fingers crossed, everything goes fine. I'll let you know later how it goes. I've got my sun cream on, although it's only factor 15, which isn't a lot, but yeah. When I went to Aldi's, they only had the tiny little tubes of factor 50, not like the big tubes that I normally get. So I picked up a factor 15 because it was a big bottle. It's medium anyway, but hopefully we stay in the shade quite a lot because I think it's very well going to be a very hot day. Where's your glasses? Can you put them on your face, please? You made me panic then. I was like, oh really? Not again? But you were tricking me. And you can come too. You can't, because I can't vlog that. Hey guys, so I've just finished school. We had a great day at the zoo. It was so hot, it was so lovely. My teacher actually bought me a rose, a mini white rose, which is so lovely. So I'm going to put that in my garden. Liam made some slime at school, didn't you, babe? He made some slime. He can't quite remember how he made it, but I'm sure we can look online and you can give us some tips. Morning guys, it's Tuesday. It does not feel like a Tuesday this morning because obviously I went into school yesterday and that's a complete change in my routine. It feels much later in the week. Thank you. So I'm on my way to school. I was just telling the kids on Thursday Liam has a taster day where he goes up to the secondary school that he's going to and he experiences a day there, and Cameron also that day has a taster day at college, but he has to be there at 8:45, but it's in like a totally different location. So Danny's gonna have to thank you, Danny's gonna have to sort of get up earlier and take him before he goes to work because I need to get the kids to school. We need to teach him like how to use buses, and I know that sounds really weird, but because I drive, I take Cameron everywhere in the car, so I don't think he's ever been on a bus. Have you guys ever been on a bus?
We did.
Like, I know you've been on buses for school trips, but that's because that's like a private hire from the school. Have you ever been on a public bus? No, I don't think they have. So, and because I drive, I don't even know anything about the buses around here. See, in London, the bus system is so different. Like, you have an Oyster card and buses come continuously, and I know all the bus routes because I grew up jumping on and off buses and on the tubes and going into London and like the centre of London, and I just did that. Like, I'd buy a day pass when I was a kid and just explore, and then always find our way back. Whereas my kids haven't had that. Around here the bus system is very different, as in you pay per stop, and to get to the next town costs £6. Like, it costs a fortune to use the buses around here. In London you don't have to drive because the buses are so good, whereas out of London I think it's a bit different, certainly where I live anyway. And then you have 2 different bus companies as well, so I don't know how it works. I don't even know how it works. So he is going to have to get used to getting on buses and knowing the routes and stuff, and it's just something that he's going to have to learn, because he's going to be starting college, and depending on his schedule depends whether or not I can even take him, because I need to pick these up and take these to school. That's obviously, they're going to come before him because he's old enough to be able to get himself there. They're not. So yeah, he's gonna have to learn to use the buses. I think that's why he keeps saying, I want a moped, I want a moped, I want a moped. And in actual fact, it would probably be cheaper to let him have a moped and run that than using the buses, but it's safety. I'm a bit worried about that. So yeah, how are you feeling about going to your taste today, Liam? I can't hear you, babe.
Good.
Good? You excited about that? I woke woke up with such an headache. I actually went to bed with a headache and I thought it'd clear up by the time I woke up, so I've took some paracetamol. Hopefully it clears throughout the day. It's like all on the top of my head. It really hurts. Yeah, my love?
Yeah.
Good. Good, good. Love you.
I love you too.
I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
Liam, you need... Liam, babe, you need to read your book. So I'm on my way home from school. It's now 12:15. Had a really good day at school this morning. We did a lot of work today, which was about the trip yesterday. So it was really good to sort of recall the memories of the trip yesterday, and to talk about the different animals and their habitats and stuff like that. So yeah, that was really, really good. I've got someone coming round to have their hair cut. It's just like a layered bob, so that won't take long at all. And then I'll get the boys from school, and then at 4 o'clock I have an appointment with the bank to open a current account up for Cameron, so that as he gets older, if he does get any wages or things like that, he'll have a bank account for them to be paid directly into. So yeah, I did want to, because you can actually open a current account up with an actual card from the age of 11, and it was something that I always spoke about with Danny, like we probably should, because but Cameron was never the kid to go out a lot. But I think depending on like what kids you have and what they like to do, if they like to go to the cinema with their friends and things like that, I actually do think it's a really good idea to open them a bank account at a really young age. With those type of accounts, they're obviously like a junior account, so they can't get in any debt, they can only use the money that's in their account, but it does mean they have no cash on them, just a card. And I think, you know, that teaches them a lot, especially in the day and age that we live in, where there's money these days, it's not all in cash, is it? It's all done by card. So I think the earlier they sort of learn that and learn how to manage that and sort of know what's in their account and how it all works and stuff like that, I think that will only benefit them as they get older. And that is a skill, to be able to not overspend on your card, because it's easy with cash. You have cash, you spend it, it's gone, then you know you have no more. Whereas money in an actual account, to be able to keep a record of that is a skill. It's very easy to overspend when you're putting money on cards. So yeah, I do think it's a good idea. So I'm just doing dinner. Look what Sherry bought me. She gave it to me up the school run. She bought me one of these shopping bags that you get from Primark, and it's Harry Potter, because I love Harry Potter. So yeah, it's got like Harry Potter stuff, and then it's got this little bag that you can sort of put it in as if by magic. How cool is that? So she gave me that, which was really nice. We went to the bank, but I didn't have all the paperwork I needed. I had Cameron's birth certificate, but they were saying about proof of address, and I said, well, he doesn't have anything in his name, like all, you know, council tax, all the bills are in mine and Danny's name because he's under the age of 18. And they're like, yeah. And they said a passport will do. But I was just looking at his passport and it doesn't actually have his address in it, so I don't see how that even works. But then as I came back through from leaving the bank, I booked another appointment on Friday so I can take his passport down. Hopefully we can get it sorted then. As I was coming back through, I popped into Wilkinson's because that's where I parked, and I picked up one of these wallet things. I had an idea of keeping all my receipts. I've got a box where I keep them all in. But this thing here is brilliant, look. How cool is that? So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I already put the receipt in there already for July, and that way I can kind of keep all my receipts. I think that's a really good idea. Not only from a budgeting point of view, knowing exactly how much I'm spending, but also if things break within the year, you've kind of got all your receipts in one place. So I saw it and I was like, that's actually a really, really good idea. And it was only £1.75, so I picked that up. And then I went to their stationery section and I picked up a ruler, a bendy ruler for Liam, and a purple pen. I need to get him more stationery stuff. Oh, and a pencil sharpener, the ones that catches the actual shavings, because he's going to need a new pencil set when he goes up to secondary school. So I was just picking up bits that he needs. His school's really funny and he needs a purple pen for like corrections in his work. I remember that from when Cameron was there. Really strange. Like my school don't use purple pen. We use green for corrections, but that's it. Then I picked up some of these things. Really weird. They sell one set for £5, or you get a pack of 2 for £5. I just like my house to smell nice, although I don't think breathing this in is very good for you, but at least it smells nice. And then the last thing I got was this Garnier face wash. It's new. It says new anyway. I've not seen this one before. It's the Nourishing Botanical Gel Wash with honey flower. Honey flower? Honey flower. I have to Google what a honey flower is. Sounds interesting. I do like Garnier as a brand. I like their deodorant, although I think they've stopped making their spray deodorant because it's got no parabens, no silicons, no artificial colours. What's this? Oh, it's telling me to walk. Yeah, I like the Garnier stuff, so I picked that up. I'm going to give that a try. I try so many different skincare products for my skin. Still waiting to find the perfect thing, and I've tried so many. So yeah, dinner's just in the oven. So I'm quite flush because I bruise so easily. My legs are covered in bruises as well. I think that was putting the fence up. It's so warm. I need to start thinking more into my meal planning if this weather continues, because I'm just about coping with cooking at the moment. Can you see how red and flush I am? And it's having that oven on. I just can't take it. My back door's open. I don't really open that window because it only opens like a tiny amount, so it does nothing, absolutely nothing. It's too warm to be cooking this early. Ordinarily, if the kids were already off school and we had nice hot weather, I feed the kids a little bit later, so the days cool down a bit before I start cooking, and then I don't have to rush about getting them to bed and getting up the next day, because in the summer holidays they've not got nothing to get up for, and we live a little bit later, if that makes sense. We get up a bit later, we eat later, we go to bed later. It's like we shift that bit, and then in the winter we shift back. We go to bed earlier, we get up earlier, we eat earlier. I think in the winter I'm ready to eat so early. What's it saying to me now? Oh, it's Danny. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with dinner, and I'll catch up with you later. Morning guys, it is... what day is it?
Yeah, what day is it?
Hey, it's Wednesday. I'm on the way to school. It's actually not as bright this morning, although it's still quite early. It's like 8:30. But yeah, I've got no like long sleeve top on because it's sports day today. So we're going to be outside. I've got loads of sun cream on. Not on my face, but my foundation is like SPF 20. So that should cover that. And then I've got 15 on the rest of me. Although it'd be good if it's not really scorching hot when you've got all these kids trying to do sports day. So I've got Ollie's this morning, but I'm in this morning with my class. So although you see them all as they go round, they did say like, do you want to have it off, or do you want to work it? And I was like, I'll work it, it's fine. I'm not particularly keen at being on the other side of it as a parent, because I said to Liam, do you want me to come to your sports day? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, what? Because just the whole clicky and the whole standing around for all the parents, I know it probably sounds really strange, but I'm not great with that. I'm not great in those sort of social situations. Hence I go food shopping at night. Yeah, I'm okay in small groups. I'm just not great at big groups of people, unless I'm doing it as I'm working doing it, like volunteering doing it, because then I'm on the other side of it, I feel like, I don't know, it's just different for me. I can overcome it because I've got a goal in mind, so I just focus on what I'm doing, what I should be doing, what my group is doing, and not worrying about just like being in a massive crowd of people. It sounds so strange because I love to go to like festivals and things like that, doesn't it? I had a great morning at sports day. A couple of the children were getting, you know, a little overwhelmed. You know, as soon as they see their mums, they're like, I want my mum. I love it. And you're like, no, 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 no. You're a big boy. We're going to go back to school. So cute. And the mums are like, oh, and I know exactly how they feel. You know, when you're a mum, you just know what it's like and what it's about. But yeah, it all went well. And the mums come up to me and I was like, it's fine. And because I've obviously worked with the same class for 2 years, you develop a relationship with the parents as well. And plus I have kids in the school, so they see me all the time anyway, so they know I'm just a mum at the end of the day. I spoke to, I'm not sure what her role is. She's high up. She's not the head teacher, but she's the head of Key to Stage 1. And she's really, really lovely. And she's taken my class a few times, so I've worked in class with her. So she's fully aware of my abilities and stuff like that. And I've spoken to her about my insecurities and dyslexia and stuff like that. So she's fully aware of my skills and my downfalls. So I went into her office today and spoke to her and just said, like, am I allowed to come back next year, basically, as a volunteer? And she was like, of course, we'd love to have you. And then she said, like, what years would you want to work in and stuff? I said, I don't particularly want to work in year 2 because Ollie's going into year 2. So even though I've done that curriculum, I've done year 1, I've done year 2, I don't want to do year 2 because Ollie deserves to have his school experience away from me, like independently. Do you know what I mean? I don't even want there to be, I wouldn't favour him in any way, but I wouldn't want it to even come across that I was. That leaves reception and year 1 because I don't really have the confidence to go. I did say this, I don't have the confidence to go up and work in the juniors, but I'm trying not to say her name. Her name's like, but I don't want to say her name. But she said, okay, so we'll put you in year 1, but they want me to see. For the last 2 years, I've been working with the bottom set. That's where my strength is. So that's where they put me. It come quite apparent quite early on that I work really well with SEN children. So I do work with the bottom set, and because they will be going up to year 3, she did say, like, if I can work in year 1 but then also spend 1 or 2 sessions a week with the group that I already work with, but although they will be year 3, just going up to the juniors to have a session with them, because 1, they do have, you know, special educational needs, so it's going to be a very big change going from the infants to the juniors. And because I am a familiar face to them, because they trust me and we have a good relationship, because I work with them, you know, 3 times a week at least. That's if I don't go in extra days, which I often do. So as much as I said I don't want to work with year 3, I'm happy to work with the year 3s that I know to benefit them. I just don't want to just be put into the juniors because I just don't think I'm clever enough, seriously. But then I did say I don't want to limit myself. I want to be able to expand my own knowledge and be able to put it on my CV that I am expanding. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard, like, I don't have the confidence to do that, but by doing it as a volunteer and getting support through doing it, it will give me the experience to do it in the future. So it's kind of that double-sided thing. But yeah, so I just wanted to show that since I pruned this back, how much new growth, you can see the new growth is like a completely different colour. How much new growth is being kicked out from giving this, you know, that good cut back. It just pushes it out. And the same on that one there. And then Cameron's chilli plant, the chilies are starting to turn red. So I think we'll have to try and make a chili con carne with this or something, Kay?
Yes, definitely.
You don't have to whisper, babe. So it's Thursday. I've just got back from school. It's like 1:15. I'm quite late back home today. I'm just feeding my fish. Feeding them their, well, lunch at this point. So Liam is at his transition day today. I dropped him off and he was a little sad because they have like houses, like groups, and there's actually 4 of them. So Liam has a group of friends, then there's 3 of them, and 2 of them are in one house and he's in a completely different one. So it means that he's not actually going to see any of his friends, because even their lunch breaks and their, you know, normal breaks are at completely different times. So he won't even see them during break times. So he's really, really sad about that, but it's something that can't be helped. Hey, so I've just picked Liam up from his secondary school, and how was it, darling?
It was really great.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
You was a bit worried at first, wasn't you?
Yeah.
You worried now?
Not that much.
Not that much, just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Only a tiny bit. So Liam actually writes on blue paper. Oh, I'm covering your face, I'm sorry. Liam actually writes on blue paper because he follows suit with the rest of the family. He's dyslexic, and he already writes on blue paper at his junior school, don't you, darling?
Yeah.
And so they've already provided him with some blue paper that he can start writing in September while they order his books and stuff like that. And they've done such a good job on the inside of like lots of information that he will need to help him write and stuff like that. How good is that? So yeah, 2 books of blue paper to help you. I wish they did stuff like that for me when I was at school. They didn't do anything like that for me.
Did they not?
No. There is so much sort of help and facilities that they've now found out that helps with dyslexia, like writing on blue paper. It's like a really pale blue. It helps with dyslexia, isn't that good?
Yeah.
But, do you know, he's fantastic at maths.
Mm.
You don't get that from me, you definitely get that from Danny. He's in like the top set of maths. His maths, his mind is pure numbers. So I've just got Cameron. Tell everybody how today went.
It was funny as well, and yeah, it was really good.
And what did you get up to?
We did the plumbing course, didn't we?
So you did some plumbing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But you didn't find out your schedule or anything, did you?
No.
When are you going to find that out?
Probably August the 23rd.
Probably August the 23rd. It's probably quite specific.
Yeah.
Okay, well that'll be good then. And he blessed you. You waited until like, what's the time now? It's like nearly 4 o'clock, and he's been waiting since 3. You finished at 3, didn't you?
Yeah.
Bless you. So yeah, we are on our way home, and it's a busy night tonight. We've got beavers, we've got cubs.
Yes.
So go home, do dinner, and get ready for all our evening stuff. I don't particularly like Thursday evenings anymore. I might swap my shopping day over, because trying to get shopping amongst beavers and cubs now is a bit awkward, isn't it? Because it's just
I don't
like,
think so.
well, that's because you're at cubs when I do it.
Yeah.
Good morning, it's Friday, so I've dropped the kids off from school, I've come home, made a cuppa, and I've just been watching YouTube. I've been watching a lot about the Ingham family and the situation that's occurred there. You guys know that Danny's a police officer, that I volunteer in a school, that we're both checked. Me and Danny spoke about that in this day and age, kids watch YouTubers and they trust them, and I just think we bring up our kids like stranger danger. You don't know who that person is, be careful. But we don't necessarily say to them, the people that you watch online, you don't know them. When you look at it from the other side, it can be a bit dangerous. And I think if people are doing meet and greets, they need to be checked, really. I just think it's really important that with this situation that's come out, that we try and take something positive from it and have a conversation with our own children. And I know innocent till proven guilty. I know. So I kind of just want to leave that there. So what I'm up to today, I've wrote a list of things that I want to get done today. So tidy up, dishwasher, hoover rug, polish, clean the pond, move stones. I've got a big pile of stones that I need to move. Water garden, that will be later when it cools down. I kind of want to get onto my hairdressing video. We will see. Get ready for London. So basically I need to get all my products and my bag ready for tomorrow, bath the dog and do a couple load of washings while it's nice and bright. And I'm sure I'll add to this list, or I don't know if I'll get it all done, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, that is what I'm up to today. Hey, so it's now 1:30. We're doing really good for timing, and I'm pretty much done with my list. I've done so much. Still need to clean the pond. Cameron's actually starting that now. Water the garden. I'm going to use the actual pond water to water the flowers in the secret garden area, just because I'm thinking that water will be really good for my plants, considering it's got like fish waste and algae and stuff like that. It's natural matter, so I'm sure it'll break down and give the plants nutrients. If you think I'm wrong, please correct me so I won't do it in future, but I'm kind of thinking that's a good idea at this point. It's in my mind, it's a good idea. And then what else have I got on here? I have got bath the dog, which I haven't ticked off, but I've just done. So she's over there sulking because she's had a lovely bath, though she did need it. The thing is about having French bulldogs, right? They are lovely. They are stunning looking dogs, but do not get one if you're expecting a dog that's going to be clean. They are not clean. One, their head is so little in comparison to how big their chest is. They can't lick themselves. The only part of Pixie's body that she can clean are her own paws. So she'll clean her paws, but the rest of her, filth. And they continuously passing wind, and they are quite a sicky animal because they have like a squished face. They're quite nasally and quite mucousy, and they're slobbery. So if you like a clean home, you know, a French bulldog may not be the dog for you. This is my first Frenchie. I've always had staffs. I actually love staffs. I think they're really good dogs. My last one, Baby, was such a good dog. She was amazing. And then when I wanted to get another dog, I was like, I want something ever so slightly smaller than a staff. My staff's quite big. So I looked at a French bulldog. I've had her for about 3 or 4 years at this point, before the big craze of them came out. Now everyone's got one, and yeah, they're very hard to train. My dog Baby was amazing. She was clean so fast. I taught her so many different tricks, and she was so obedient. She was so loyal. An amazing dog. I remember once we had Danny's family come over and we had a barbecue, and we were all in the garden, and Baby was laying like by the fence, like well away from the food table, and we were all eating at the food table, and then all the adults had finished eating, but some of the kids were still eating, like the little ones. Like Liam was really small at that point, and Danny's uncle called Baby over and was like, Baby, come on. So she came over and she sat by my heel and was looking at him, and he said to her, go on, like eat all the food that was on the floor. So she was looking at the food on the floor, looking at him, and then she looked up at me as if to say, am I allowed? And I went, nah, go and lay down. And she turned around and lay down, and he looked at me and went, oh, is she not allowed to eat the food? I said, she is, but she's not allowed to eat it while we're still all sat at the table and there's people that are still eating. She knows that. She was so clever. She just turned around. That thing would be like, someone said I can, so I will. No paying no attention to me whatsoever. Like, I think they're very stubborn, and she wants to be the leader of the pack. So she will only listen when she feels like it. And I mean, my nan was a breeder of dogs. She was KC registered. My mum bred dogs and stuff like that. I'm used to being around dogs. When I feed her, I always make her sit and wait for her food. And when I get the kids to feed her, they always hold her bowl, say sit, stay, then put her food down, then wait a couple of seconds, and then say go on then. So she has to wait for her food, so she doesn't feel entitled to just take when she feels like it. So she is good at that. And if she does try it, like the kids will go stay, wait, and then she'll go. And they're like, she didn't do it. I said, pick her food back up then. So they have to pick her food back up and put it on the side and then try again. She's a very dominating dog. She's very stubborn. She's lovely, but if you let her, she would rule the roost. She really would. And Baby was just a brilliant dog. Like, I remember when I had Ollie, well, she was around I had her for 10 years. So she was around when Leon was born and when Ollie was born, and both of them, when they were in their Moses basket, she would like sit at the end of their Moses basket, standing guard, like this is the baby of the pack, I'm going to look after it, don't worry. This thing, not interested. Like, it's just so strange. She's yeah, that's a very long-winded conversation to say she always stinks, so I've bathed her and I ain't ticked it off yet. But yeah, so what else I was going to say? Yeah, also the posties came and I've got my whole year Sun Holiday 950 holiday. I got a question about what's the app called that you can download, and it's called Sun Savers. If you put in Sun Savers, it should come up, and it's for their 950 holidays. So you do collect the codes every day starting from Saturday. So I did tell you last week so that you would have chance to do it, because it starts on the 7th. So by the time you see this, it would have already started. Doesn't mean you can't book, it just means you have to do the long way round it. But next time, if you are interested, you need to collect the codes. Once you've done it once, they then send you through the post a special code. I've actually blocked mine out because I've already used it, but I just, you know, for the sole purposes of it, they send you a priority code, so you get like a day advantage over everyone else, which is a shame for everyone that's never done it before. It does mean you are slightly disadvantaged, but the first time I did it, I got butlins and I didn't have the priority code. It is a Facebook group, if you put in like 950 holidays or Sun 950 holidays, and there is so many people over there that will help you and sort of explain it better. And yeah, I really do recommend it.
Tell you what, I love that. It's the way you've done the curls. Oh, that's right. Short back there. Can I have...
Danny's thinking about shaving it all off because he's too hot.
Oh, hot, yeah.
How much do you want off?
Everything.
You want it all off?
Yeah, I want to look like a baby.
You look like Ollie.
Yeah, like Ollie. Ollie looks a bit like Donald Trump.
Oh, come here, babe. What did Daddy say? You should see his little face.
Ollie.
He's hiding now.
What?
Ollie, do you even know who Donald Trump is?
No.
No, he doesn't even know who he is.
Come to the UK soon. Yeah, just shorten it and do stuff.
Just shorten it.
Yes,
See how
please.
you get on. If not,
Yeah.
then I'll take it off.
Yeah. Nah, I'll put you change my mind by the time you shorten it.
Sorry?
I'll put you change my mind by the time you shorten it.
Right, I don't know how short to do it. We'll start with long and then we'll go short. We'll do number 5. See how much it takes. We'll just... Vlogging.
Yeah.
You're a good boy at that. Can we swap places? You stand over here and Mummy stand over here. Yeah? You a good vlogger?
Yeah.
We should let you vlog for a day. What do you think?
No. No.
We should, yeah.
And
No.
Yeah, we should give him a GoPro.
No. Mommy.
No, because they could have a look at your farm, all of your tools.
Oh, I showed them this farm.
Yeah.
How are your seeds getting along?
Well, they've not grown yet, have they, darling?
They're not brown.
Are you
Yeah.
making sure they're getting watered?
Mummy watered them today.
Thank you, Mum.
Me.
Hey.
It's because Cameron
Keeping-
started calling us
Me-
Mum and Dad, and I'm dying of heat stroke at this point.
Yeah.
I'm so hot. I need to get the fans out the attic.
Could murder a pineapple and lemonade right now.
Danny's not drinking.
Oh.
The whole of... What are we in? July.
Dry July.
Dry July. Because Danny's not a drinker, are you, babe? So you're proving it.
I'm choosing not to drink.
She's choosing it.
Yeah. Now we're going to go on the other side.
Yeah? You vlog in the back of his head?
This is rude. I love you, Mummy.
You having fun?
Yeah. Don't talk it.
Ollie Bum,
Yeah?
could you tell one of the boys to turn the bath off?
Go tell the boys, turn Daddy's bath off. You can go with that, it's okay. You can go to the top of the stairs and call him. Go on, take it with you. Vlog, go on, go tell the boys.
Boys! You please turn the bath off. You can't say Mummy does, do they? Nope.
Ollie,
So what I'm doing now is I'm tapering it so it gets shorter and longer so it doesn't look weird.
Okay.
Okay?
Ollie,
Yeah?
do you do weddings?
No. Don't be silly.
Don't be silly, Daddy.
Stop recording now.
Yep, you can stop recording now.
Actually, me want to keep recording.
You like it?
Yeah.
Let me do Daddy's face like that. And that eye. And that eye. And in the ear. And in that ear.
And in the bed. Nothing.
Everyone's a comedian.
Thank you very much, Ollie. So I've done Danny's beard and it's all short. What do you think? Happy?
You
Yeah.
don't say me a good recorder.
You are a fantastic recorder. Well done.
Thank you.
Mummy's cider in the background. Whoop whoop.
Why don't make my own videos today?
You want to make your own videos? We'll have to talk about that. Hey guys, it's Saturday, so I am on my way to Tottenham. If you're new to my channel, I will repeat myself. I go to my hometown of Tottenham around once every 6 weeks. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less. I still have a small handful of customers, friends, that I go back and do their hair for them. And I continue to make the trip just because I have one really, really close friend that lives there. And honestly, if it weren't for going back and seeing her, I probably wouldn't continue to make the trip because it's a long, long drive to get there. And it's not worth the fuel it takes to get there. It's kind of not worth my time. But I kind of know that if I didn't commit to make the trip once every 6 weeks, you know how life gets where you just feel like, I will go and see that person, I will go and see that person, and then weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and her friendship is too important to me to let that happen, because I know it would, because that's happened with lots of friendships that I've made over the years where people move away and you just drift apart, and it's nothing personal, that's just what life is, and that's just what happens, unfortunately, and people just tend to remain friends on Facebook. That's the day and age we live in. So yeah, it's nice, bright and early, and it's really warm already, and I've got the aircon on because it's early but it's really warm. So the app on my phone said we were going to have a thunderstorm today. I don't see that happening unless it's like really, really later on, because the sky's blue. But yeah, when I'm looking out the window, all the bushes are green, but there's like a little verge of grass that's just like straw. Even in the area that I live in, when I was picking the kids up from school yesterday, I was looking around and I said to Sherry, I was like, where's the grass? All the grass is gone. The only greenery we have are weeds, bushes, that's it. All the grass has turned to straw. Lucky for me, my grass hasn't in my garden. Can you see it in there? Just see like straw and then green where all the bushes are. The grass in my garden hasn't done that because I have been watering it ever so slightly. Like last week I gave the kids the hose and said have a walk fight in the garden, so they were running around and the intention of that was yes, they can have fun, but my grass is getting a bit of water. And then this week I did chuck some water down for them because it's so dry. I'm actually really shocked they haven't put a hose ban in place yet, because I can't even remember a time when we've had amount of really hot days with no rain breaks in between. Like, we've got to be close to hitting some records at this point. It is so hot. Like, and I'm not good with numbers. I don't know Fahrenheit, Celsius, degrees. I don't know. My phone just tells me it was like, it's gone up to 32, which is hot to me. That's like melting hot. No, thank you. Scared. Someone's coming up to my car. I just saw there's a London cab there, a London black cab, and on the back of the cab they've got like loads of balloons, like multicoloured balloons, and I was like, oh, that's pretty. What's that for? Of course, Gay Pride. Of course it is, and it's today in London, so I'm probably going to see a lot of rainbow things. So yeah, happy Gay Pride month. I wonder what else I'm going to see. I should have done some ribbons in my car. I've got loads of ribbon at home. How nice of that taxi cab driver to do that on the back of his car. I've just seen that Lizzie messaged me saying that, knock loud, I'm in the garden. So I'm thinking that she probably wants me to help her in the garden again today. So I'm at Lizzie's, so I'm going to go in and do her hair. And I will try and vlog what I can while I'm in there with you.
Hello. Hello, big boy. Hello. Hello. Lizzie keeps chickens.
Go completely rainbow.
Yeah, I'd go rainbow.
I'm going Pride later.
Are you going to the Pride?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Hey, so I'm all done doing hair. I've done my 3 clients that I usually do when I come down. Lizzie had Pride hair. Yeah, that was really fun, and we done it in the garden as well, which was really nice because obviously it is a scorching day, so it was really good to be in the garden. And I did say that all the hair that went on the floor, the birds use it for nests. You'll see in the local area bright colourful nests that were used from her hair. They'll have Pride nests. So yeah, I'm just on the way to my friend's house now. I just texted her and said that I'm on the way, and I'm gonna go and sit in her garden. I'll probably end up giving her a haircut. I usually do when I'm down, and her daughter Morgan's hair as well. I think she wants to have all her hair cut off, so I'll be doing that. And she usually cooks me dinner, and we'll just have a nice chin wag and stuff like that. So yeah, probably won't be vlogging for the rest of today, but I think I've got plenty of footage throughout the week, because you know how these videos tend to get really long, and I don't know what I'm up to tomorrow. We shall see. So if I don't see you later, I will speak to you tomorrow, although it's not tomorrow for you, it's in a few seconds. Morning guys, it's Sunday, so I've woke up to Cameron cutting the grass for me. How wonderful. And just have a garden day today. What do you think?
Yeah, water balloons.
Water balloons. Ollie's already been in the pool this morning. He's thoroughly enjoyed that. What are you guys up to?
We're making an army from bears.
Making an army of bears. He looks like a funny bear, doesn't he?
No, him a Tommy bear, cause him drops off.
Nice. Yep.
A bad bear. And this is the king bear.
Yeah. Army of bears.
And a no face bear.
No face bear.
No one.
You only play with Play-Doh on my table.
Yeah.
Because if this gets stuck in the rug or the carpets,
Me doing that.
you will. I won't get it out.
Actually, look.
Show me.
There's even on.
Don't get me. Miss me. Now you gotta kiss me. Watch him get me.
No.
Miss me. Miss me again. Liam don't like the sun, do you, babe? So he's just putting the tent together. we can sit out in some shade, although the man cave does give a little shade that we're hiding in.
Yeah, but you're not allowed in there, babe.
I'm not allowed in the man cave. No, I mean the man cave puts some shade onto the grass. Am I allowed in the man cave shade? Or is even that too much?
No, go on, yeah.
You're going to build it. Where are you going to put it? In the middle. You're going to build it. I can see ya.
Turn your leg like that.
Dana!
Lida's gonna stretch it a little bit.
With your hand, does it pull down?
Don't pull it, Ollie.
You're supposed to do the zip, darling.
Good boy.
And do the zip earlier. Right, in the shade.
So we officially have little baby frogs. That's the first one we've seen. So Bob has grown into a frog.
Yeah.
Is that Speedy Bob or Bob?
Speedy boy.
That's definitely Speedy Bob.
Yeah.
Look how cute that is.
He grows super fast.
He did. He's so cute. Should we see
Right,
if we can
right.
pick him up?
There.
Oh! But do not stand on him. How cute is that? Ollie, how cute is that?
You please put it on there.
You can't grab him. Do you want me to? He's off. Look, he's exploring his home out of the pond.
He's making it.
Where's he gone?
Oh, in there. He's making
Try.
it.
Mummy, give you him. Ready? Ready? Have you got him? Be gentle.
He's so cute.
And that has grown from those tiny little... Oh, careful. Be careful. Because he's a jumper. Ollie. Ollie. That's grown from those tiny little tadpoles. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing, Ollie?
Off to Sanctuary.
He's off. And we'd thought they'd all gone. There's probably more hiding in the mulch that we can't see.
No, actually, we think about 3 out
Yeah.
or 4.
Isn't that amazing?
Or about 5.
Ah, try tricking you.
That poor frog is going to be like, leave me alone.
He's climbing. Oh, he was climbing on me. Come on.
He don't really have a choice, does he?
He's trying to get away from you.
Oh.
Be gentle with him.
I'm trying.
Oh, he's so tiny. Look how small he is.
He's got really...
Right, leave him
Does he
alone.
want water?
There's loads of water, babe. I'm sure he'll be fine. Because he can go back to the pond. Do you know they go back to the pond they came out of to breed? So they remember where they've come from. Isn't that amazing?
I don't see buds.
Oh yeah, look.
You get pouring water on both sides of it.
No,
Bye.
Pigeons. Pigeons aren't my favourite birds.
maybe I'll sky them way.
He's so cute. Off he goes again. I wonder how many frogs I'm going to have in the garden. Hey guys, so it's now Monday and I'm just finishing editing the weekly vlog. So I didn't actually end it yesterday. So I'm just going to end it now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.